So my name is Michael Ewald. I'm the Vice President in Global Marketing, Communications and Partnerships at 01 Talent. And I'm here at Africities to represent 01 Talent Africa, our subsidiary for the continent.
Something that caught my attention is Talent Africa. What does Talent Africa do?
Okay, Talent Africa, first of all, I have to say that we have a strong belief that talent is everywhere, and especially in Africa, because this is the place where you have youth in numbers. And talent is indeed everywhere, especially for coding and programming. And this is what we do, actually. We identify and reveal the talents, and then we train them, and finally we get them a job. We connect them to a job for the future.
Being a talent factory and a talent agency, what opportunities do you provide to these young people?
Okay, this is a very specific because today you will find several types of trainings or schools, and indeed we are a talent factory and a talent agency, meaning that we do both. We are a school and a company. That is the guarantee for the students to get a job, and they will get a job, in fact, with us as a company as well. So once the students went through the two selection stages, then they enter into the core training. It's a full-time on-site training for 2 years. And also they will then be able to work for us for the next 3 years. That makes a total curriculum of 5 years altogether, and this is quite strong indeed.
What fields of training do you have, or do you just deal with technology?
So no, we train our students to different aspects, different fields in tech. As I said, we have a 2-year curriculum. The first 18 months, you will learn all types of programming languages, whether JavaScript, Python, C++, etc., that you need absolutely to run all the projects that will be needed. And during the last 6 months, you will be able then to specialize yourself, whether it is artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, DevOps, web development, mobile apps development, virtual reality, blockchain, you name it. Then after those 2 years, you become a full stack in technical terms, a full stack developer, able to manage the front end and the back end in development.
You mentioned about a 2-step selection process.
Right.
What are the requirements these young people need to get into applying for this opportunity?
There is only one requirement. This is the legal age in the country. So it's 18 years old. Apart from that, we have no other requirement. You can be a woman, a man, an old person, a young person, no programming background. We will teach you all those IT development techniques. So anybody can apply. Of course, I mentioned earlier, there are two tests that all applicants must go through. One is a cognitive test. It's a game. It's very much gamified. It's all about logic and memory. It's online, so it's easy to take the test. And then, if you pass this test, you go to the swimming pool. It's quite a strange name, but because yes, you will be lost. Because you know nothing normally about programming, or very few, and you will be asked from day one to tackle IT projects. Easy ones, of course, at the beginning. There is a progressive curve, but yes, for 4 weeks you will be into this swimming pool. Very much immersive, again on site, and if you pass the swimming pool, then you will be able to start the 2-year curriculum core training.
You talked about it being a physical training, not a virtual training, and you talked about bringing something into Kenya, and maybe these young people are not able to afford, the transportation costs to come to where you guys are. Maybe shed some light on how the process goes.
Sure. It's an important question, especially in Kenya or in Africa, generally speaking. Okay. I have to start with the pedagogy. Our whole system is based on a peer-to-peer learning pedagogy. We have developed a platform that will be the backbone, the engine behind the pedagogy, but the whole pedagogy is peer-to-peer. So you will be learned to learn. You will learn in collaboration with the other students to such an extent that, for instance, one student will audit another student and vice versa. It's part of the curriculum, and each student, as I said, the whole system is pretty much gamified, will earn experience points, and this is what they will accumulate during the 2 years. So soft skills are very important as far as we are concerned. To be ready for the jobs, you have to work in groups. It will be sometimes very challenging. Sometimes you will find it easy, but by all means, you will be somehow forced to work together. And life is all about that.
What inspired you to get into digital transformation?
Okay. First of all, digital, it's like the environment transition. It's everywhere. It's everywhere nowadays. And let me pick just one example of this transformation. We used to take a pen, just like you are taking your notes right now, so for instance, put the figures in a table that you will draw by yourself. Then we are now working with some office softwares, and you input all the data into the tables, but still it's like a kind of a replacement of the piece of paper and the pen, and you have to put some smart stuff behind that to make your life easier, so that your form is interactive, so that your form can be shared among all your partner, your colleagues, etc. You can then display to the world in the social networks, etc., etc. And so there is really a transformation, and this transformation, you need to be educated for that. And if you're not educated, you will still do things the old way. It's not that it was a bad way, but it is the old way. So we are preparing for the digital transformation of tomorrow. And again, so this is why we say that with 01 talent, you can recode Africa with African talent.